Well, hi again, folks. Yeah, it's been a while, but I've had to deal with a number of medical problems over the past year, and currently I'm having to deal with a bout of viral pneumonia. So I'm hoping to get back up and getting some more videos out. Anyway, I thought I'd do a short video on some of the projects I've worked over the past year to give some of those folks who like to build my projects an idea of something they can build. So I hope there's something there you like. On my adjustable PVC stand, I have installed another support on there so that it will support the weight of larger sluices and miller tables much more easily. Well, here's kind of a group collection of some of the things I've been working on. On the left to right is my new combination sluice, my new mini miller table, and my new large production miller table. And finally, but last but not least, is my new Feingold Highbanker. As a number of you remember, a little while back, Alan Robertson built a cute little miller table out of silicone. And so I like the layout of it very well, so this is my version of it. It has a mat at the bottom of it to catch any wayward pieces of gold that may get washed down off from the table. This is a great addition to the miller tables. And of course, the mat in the bottom of it has to be a silicone mat, and it catches the gold much better than regular mats. However, you can use any other type of mats in here as well. I left about a 2-inch section down at the bottom of the table to put a mat in. Now you can use silicone mats, regular mats, or even a piece of Scotch-Brite scrubbing pad will go in there just nicely. I liked the smaller version so well that I built a bigger one to accommodate much more material. Now this is a 10-inch version that I built to handle a lot more material that I might be running. And I've got about a 3-inch mat down at the bottom down there, and it's turned out to be very handy. Well, during a recent test of some unclassified black sand, it was quite surprising what ended up down in the lower mat. As you can see here, there's some pretty big chunks, and they are kind of round rollers which rolled on down the table, and I didn't even see them. And this is my combination sluice, which I have several videos out on already, so you've probably already seen it. Here is a size comparison between my mini miller table and my combination sluice. And you can kind of see the differences between them here. And the differences between my miller tables. Well, last but certainly not least is my Feingold Highbanker. We had some discussion with some other folks about these earlier in the year, and this is kind of my version of it so far. I have some more modifications to make to it, but so far it is working very well for me, and I've been quite pleased with the way it's been operating. Well, this is the main gold catching area of the mat. You can fold the sluice down and it's readily accessible. So you can run a little batch of material and then fold the sluice down and then check this little mat, and here's where most of your gold is going to be caught. It's great for sampling because you can quickly run a test and then check the mat to see if there's any gold. I made the mat pocket about 2.5 inches wide, and it has worked quite well so far, but in my next upgrade I think I will make it probably about 4 inches wide to give me just a little more capture room in there for the gold. Well, to allow easy access to both of the mats and easy cleanouts, you can stand the hopper on end, and that allows you to get to the mats very quickly and easily. Well, here's a look at the hopper section with one of the water bars. You can see the screen in there, and it will pop out very easily, and you can drop in different sizes of screen. Now this is a Feingold capturing sluice, and so it's only got an 1/8" screen on here because that's the size of gold I deal with mostly. Well, between the two mats there is a deck with chalkboard paint on it. The purpose of this is to catch any gold that gets washed out of the upper mat. It will get stuck temporarily on this deck, and further material moving on down will move it down into the top riffle of the lower mat. This ensures that no gold is going to be escaping from here, and there's no turbulence that the Feingold can get caught up in and get washed on out the end of the sluice. Well, here's kind of a real quick little run of some nasty material. As you can see, it cleans up the rocks very nicely. This sluice would be ideal for people who are in the gem hunting business as well as for the gold, because the gold will go on down and get caught in the mats, and then you can sort through the upper gravels for gems and maybe some nuggets and things like that. I especially like this because I can take some just plain old unclassified material and dump in here, no matter how dirty or grungy it is, and it will clean up the rocks very nicely and clean the sand and drop the gold right down below into the mats. This is a quick run that I did with some gold to test out the mats. This gold is -20 down to about -100. See how well it did. Now this is a material that was caught in the upper mat, which is probably about 90% of the gold. So it works quite well. This is the gold that was caught in the upper two riffles of the lower mat. I checked the tailings pile down below, and not a single piece made it out of the sluice. Setup on this is very easy. Just set it on the stand and fold it into place. That's all there is to it. The basic water bar setup makes it very easy to adapt it over to different water bar systems very quickly as well. So here are a few that I came up with, and you can probably come up with more. Well, this is the basic setup that I like that I have now. It's a 10-gallon hefty tote that I got from Home Depot. The hose has a gas valve on it to adjust the water flow, and I also have a power control unit for the 12-volt DC pump that I can use for controlling the output of the water. So that is kind of an idea of what I've been working on over this past year, and maybe it will give some of you folks out there some ideas of some of the projects that you can build, or if you want to build some of these. I'm hoping to have some videos on all of these, on them in production, so stay tuned, and I hope we'll get something going here. So as always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye now.